breakfast shows to do, we had lunchtime shows to do, tea time shows to do. So between the three of us and a couple of others, we managed to get all the shifts covered, basically. And then on the night of the game, it was John's turn to do the live broadcast from the fan zone. And I'd done the lunchtime one. And in the lunchtime, we were on top of a bus, a sponsored bus. I think it might have been the Scottish Sun. I can't remember. We were on the top of this bus. And at one point, somebody came over to me and said, "There's a guy down there claims he knows you." And I said, "Thousands of them will know me. That's why they've come over." And I went over and looked over the edge of the bus, and it was Tommy Craig, the former Celtic assistant manager, and he had the Celtic top on, and he was waving up. And I said, "Hi, Tommy, I'll catch you later." And of course, I never did, because there was thousands of people there. But later that night, John sort of took my position on top of the bus. Now, while I was on top of the bus, they were throwing beach balls and rubber balls and all sorts. So they were jokingly trying to hit us. Mm-hmm. But at one point, a camera came flying, a bit before you would throw your phone. A camera came flying, and it just missed me, and it would have been very, very painful. But anyway, I avoided that. But later, when John was on top of the bus, a bottle came flying. I hate to tell you, but a bottle came flying and knocked him for 6. And at the end of the night, John was gaga. He was clearly concussed. So Raman Bardwaj and myself both managed to get John back to his hotel room. He didn't know us from, whoever, and he was absolutely gibbering. And we managed to get a doctor, despite none of us speaking the lingo. We managed to get a doctor out, and he was heavily concussed. And if we'd left him, I shudder to think what would have happened, but we managed to get him sorted out. And as I say, John tells that story in his book, so I don't think I've been speaking out of school.
No, not at all. I mean, that's ridiculous. There's always one idiot, though, you know what I mean?
There's always one. There's always one.
There was a certain amount of people there that time, obviously, so